In the waters of the Caribbean, tension rose sharply when 10 Venezuelan Navy warships carried out what the United States described as highly provocative maneuvers against the American aircraft carrier USS Nimitz. The incident, unfolding in international waters, lasted for more than an hour and nearly pushed the two nations into a dangerous standoff. According to military sources, the Venezuelan vessels included a mix of frigates, offshore patrol ships, fast attack craft, and a landing ship carrying Marines. At the front of the formation was the frigate ARV Libertador, which served as the command vessel. Alongside it, ARV Mariscal Sucre and ARV General Salom advanced aggressively, weaving in sharp zigzag patterns. These maneuvers brought them alarmingly close to the defensive perimeter surrounding the Nimitz. In the waters of the Caribbean, tension rose sharply when 10 Venezuelan Navy warships carried out what the United States described as highly provocative maneuvers against the American aircraft carrier USS Nimitz. The incident, unfolding in international waters, lasted for more than an hour and nearly pushed the two nations into a dangerous standoff. Meanwhile, ARV Almirante Brion and ARV Carabobo executed dangerous crossing movements, cutting across the projected path of American destroyers. Observers described the moves as deliberate attempts to test the patience of the U.S. escort ships. Tension spiked further when ARV Guaycari activated its fire control radar multiple times, as though attempting to lock onto the Nimitz itself. ARV Yaquana maintained a parallel course alongside the American carrier, shadowing its movements at less than 2 nautical miles. At the same time, ARV Apure abruptly cut across the bow of a U.S. destroyer, a maneuver that could easily have resulted in a collision. In the rear, the landing ship ARV Tamanaco, carrying Venezuelan Marines, served as a show of force, while ARV Falcon lingered at the edge of the formation, ready to provide support. Together, the 10 ships created the impression of an encirclement, a rare and dramatic move against one of the most powerful naval assets in the world. The USS Nimitz itself is a floating fortress. Commissioned in 1975, it is the first of its class of nuclear-powered carriers. At more than 1,000 feet long, it can carry up to 90 aircraft, including FA-18 Hornets, EA-18G Growlers, and E-2C Hawkeyes. The vessel is defended by advanced radar, multiple layers of missile systems, and a strike group composed of guided missile cruisers and destroyers. Its very presence is meant to project overwhelming deterrence. Yet on this day, the Nimitz found itself the target of a risky Venezuelan demonstration. The American escort ships responded quickly. Destroyers moved into blocking positions, forming a shield around the carrier. Radio channels crackled with stern warnings. Venezuelan ships were ordered to disengage and maintain a safe distance. At the same time, U.S. aircraft remained on standby, prepared to scramble at a moment's notice. According to sources, American commanders sought to contain the situation without escalation, but they were ready for any eventuality. Venezuela has long opposed U.S. military activity near its shores. In recent years, as Washington tightened sanctions and deepened alliances with Latin American neighbors, Caracas has looked for opportunities to display its own strength. Confronting the USS Nimitz, the most recognizable symbol of American naval power, was a high-stakes gamble designed to demonstrate that Venezuela would not be intimidated. For more than an hour, the two sides faced each other in a tense maritime chess game. The Venezuelan ships refused to back down, circling and maneuvering in provocative ways. The Americans held their line, maintaining formation and issuing repeated warnings, but carefully avoiding any move that could spark open conflict. Observers stress how fragile such encounters can be. A single misinterpreted radar lock, a collision, or even a warning shot could have triggered an exchange of fire with unpredictable consequences. Military analysts describe the incident as one of the most serious maritime confrontations in recent years in the Caribbean. This was not just a patrol, one defense expert said. It was a deliberate attempt to test U.S. resolve and demonstrate Venezuela's willingness to stand up to the most powerful navy in the world. Others caution that such maneuvers are inherently dangerous, especially when carried out so close to one of the largest warships ever built. The Pentagon, in its official response, sought to downplay the confrontation while projecting confidence. Spokespersons confirmed that the USS Nimitz and its escorts remained secure, fully operational, and entirely in control of the situation. At the same time, Washington emphasized that freedom of navigation in international waters must be respected and that provocation